Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today we are going to continue with my book, My Thoughts Read Along With Me series, where we are reading my first book in my trilogy, Show You No Mercy. So grab your snacks, grab your drinks, because the drama continues. So we are reading chapters 13 and 14. Nora returned to Laverne's home and heard laughing and talking that echoed through the thin front door. Nora opened the door and it felt like time stood still. She felt a tingling sensation in her chest and rubbed her eyes, thinking she was going crazy. Hold on. Milan stood up from the couch, standing at about 6'1", stocky build, with the legs to match. He wasn't missing leg day at the gym. His muscles were popping out of his black long-sleeve turtleneck sweater. Hold the hell up. Milan's alive? Okay, I don't know what's happening here. What were you thinking, Kimberly? What were you thinking? Hold on. Okay, let's keep going. Nora gazed at a scar that split down the middle of his left eye, resembling Kylo Ren from Star Wars. You look like you just saw a ghost, he joked. Silence filled the room. Yes, we all just saw a damn ghost. Hold the freak up. Okay, so we already know at the beginning of the movie when Nora was talking to Henry, and she was talking about how after Milan died, how Aunt Maddie was like, don't go back to Brooklyn. It's not safe or whatever the case may be. Milan's alive? Okay, because Nora about to crash out, right? Okay. A burning sensation surrounded her eyes, and she grew quieter than usual. Nora stumbled as she walked towards him. Milan? She questioned in disbelief. She focused her attention to his reddish discoloration in his eye. Get out, she panted. Get out, she screamed. She looked around the house and picked up the first thing in her eyesight. She threw a glass candle in Milan's direction but missed. She continued to throw various house items, missing each time. We already know she didn't play basketball. Because, girl, what? Because he was going to catch one of them glasses. You know what I'm saying? Like, one of them. Because ain't no way. Laverne stood between them. What the hell is wrong with you? She grabbed a lamp out of Nora's hand. Put my good shit down. You done lost your mind. Watch out, Ma. He pushed her to the side. I thought you would be happy to see me. Nora looked at him with widened eyes and furrowed brows. She backed up and pressed her hand against her breastbone, feeling like her heart had stopped momentarily. Aunt Maddie said you got shot. She said that... She took a deep breath. That there was nothing here for me anymore. To forget about Brooklyn. Whew. This is... Okay, so clearly Milan, Laverne, Aunt Maddie, they all just straight liars. Why y'all didn't tell her? Like, so I understand not initially telling her because she probably would have went back to Brooklyn and just, it would have been an all-out war. I get that. But that was back when she was still like a teen or whatever. Y'all could have told her when she got older. Come on now. Let's be for real. Milan and Laverne exchanged looks. Laverne waved her hand at Milan. This was your idea. She headed towards the kitchen. Nora's chin trembled as a tear formed, and she leaned her forward back, now not allowing them to fall. What is she talking about? Milan sat down and gestured for Nora to sit beside him, but she refused. He rubbed his hands together and pressed his lips into his balled-up hands. I wanted you to think that I was dead so you wouldn't come back home. Aunt Maddie said you were doing good up there, getting straight A's and shit. If you knew that I survived the gunshot, you would have been on the first bus back to Brooklyn. Okay, I get it. But still, they could have told her years later that he like, you could have called her. She literally got married. She had kids. You didn't think, oh, let me call my sister up to see how she doing. Let me wake up from the grave. Come on now. I had to drink my tea. I hope you got yours. Or your drink, whichever. The more Milan explained his reasoning, the angrier Nora became. She charged after him and hit him in the chest repeatedly. repeatedly. "You son of a bitch. How could you do this to me?" She screamed and continued to punch him. "I hate you. I hate you. I hate you." Laverne hurried over with the blunt glued to her mouth. This lady don't do nothing but smoke. Then she probably was born high. She probably was high when she was pregnant. I would not be surprised. She fell to the ground with her arms wrapped around Nora. "Calm down. He did this for your own good." Nora broke free from Laverne's tight grip. She punched a wall, but the adrenaline that rushed through her body caused her not to feel the pain. "It was not your decision to make. Whether I came back to Brooklyn or stayed in Buffalo, all these years you made me think that you were dead, and I hated myself for thinking that it was because of me." Milan tried to hug her, but she put her fist up ready for another boxing match. "It was some little street kid trying to make a name for himself, but I handled that. There was nothing for you to worry about. I even handled your little situation. Red and all his people got killed in a gang-related drive-by." He winked. "So you don't have to worry about anybody coming for you anymore." Nora wiped her red eyes and let out a big laugh. "There's just one problem. Somebody already came for me." She let out a forceful breath and stared at her brother. The sight of Milan blurred her vision as she lifted her head up to the ceiling, fending off tears once again. Milan rubbed his thick but well-groomed beard. He sat down on the arm of the couch and shook his head. "I told you years ago, your emotions are going to get you killed. Get out your feeling and let's get your kids back." I hear that. "I have a warrant out for my arrest for the murder of my husband and the shooting a cop. I need to find my girls before they find me, and nobody is talking." Milan pulled out a gun tucked in his boots. "If you're going to do this for real, you have to be smart. Don't use your service gun." He handed her some little kid gun. Her eyes narrowed. "What the hell am I shooting with this? A squirrel?" Child, you lucky you got a gun. Because you walking around here shooting with your service gun, you're an idiot. You committing crimes with your service pistol. Think. You're reckless, so that's what your ass is getting. I will set you up in a little hotel in the cut. Nobody ever goes there. If you need to step out for any reason, keep your head down and only use cash. Milan took Nora's car keys to hide for the time being. He went in for a hug, but she declined. She put her hoodie over her head as they waved bye to Laverne and headed out the door. You see, I like Milan. Milan is smart because all this time, Nora's been driving around in her car. Ma'am, there is a warrant out for your arrest in Buffalo, New York. Eventually, they're going to make their way down to New York. And you driving around in your car, you using your service pistol. Child, I thought Warren was an idiot, but Nora is an idiot too. The both of them are still stuck in their childhood. Like, they're both still 17. Like, y'all are not thinking before y'all do anything. Anyways, that was the end of chapter 13. We are now reading chapter 14. The sun shined brightly through the curtains. The fresh fruit were placed in a crystal bowl centered on the table. There was a half-empty wine glass that had fallen, leaving the carpet maroon and crimson. Frustrated, Nora kicked the dirty clothes on the floor. She had been at the hotel for 2 days, and it wasn't doing her any good. She hadn't heard from Milan since checking into the hotel. What if something happened to him, and I'm not there to protect him? She thought the worst. She opened one of the burner phones that Laverne gave her and dialed his number. "Milan, what the hell, man? I've been here for 2 days. What's going on?" She put the phone on speaker. Milan's deep, rusty voice spat through the phone. "Celine been running her mouth about you being in town. Nobody is making moves, and no one is saying where Warren trap at. Trap house." Everybody's scared right now, and I heard he out here thinking he a soprano. Nora rolled her eyes. "That boy don't even know how to take the safety off a gun." They laughed. "Oh, ain't shit funny. They got your kids and y'all over there cracking jokes. You don't even know where your daughter's at. But okay, I digress. I'll have something for you by tonight. Please don't do nothing stupid." Milan hung up. Ciao. Telling Nora not to do anything stupid is like telling a child not to touch the stove. They gonna touch the stove just to see what happened. And that's exactly what Nora's about to do. Cause okay. I'm not sitting around here while my daughters are out there somewhere. God knows what the hell is happening to them. She spat as she got dressed. She placed a fitted cap on her head and covered it with her black hoodie. Told you. Now we're moving on to another scene, same chapter. There was only one person Nora knew that had all the dirt on everybody in Brooklyn. Isabella Sofia Maria Nunez. She stayed out in Bushwick. Even though she knew Isabella had a little crush on Warren back in the day, she hoped her feelings had changed. She hoped the fuck wrong. Nora stood at the front door, hesitant to knock. Before she could, Isabella swung the door open, and Nora's mouth dropped when she saw Isabella's growing stomach. She had to be at least 5 months pregnant. Okay, so this next part is in Spanish. I don't know why I wrote it in Spanish. Yeah, okay. Oh, por Dios, como has esta entre, she said, invited her in. So clearly she's invited her in. She basically said, hey, how you doing? Come in. Right? All my Spanish readers out there, that's what she said, right? Because I kind of just Googled this because I wanted... Okay, never mind. Now, Bella, you know I got a D in Spanish, as did I. So that was a little bit of me in that, because I did get a D in Spanish. Yeah. She led Nora through the hallway and into the kitchen. Her house was covered in gold down to the carpet. There was a picture face down on the island in the kitchen with a gold frame. This is the tackiest shit I ever seen, Nora thought. Yeah, because why is your house full of gold? Girl. She tapped the high chair, gesturing for Nora to sit down. La punta, you passed, didn't you? She giggled. See, I know how to say la punta. That means bitch. I heard you were back in town. I also heard that you and Celine got into it. What was that about? This big mouth bitch. Like, girl, you didn't even ask her, how you doing, girl? When did you come back into... Like, you just straight into it. What happened with you and Celine? Nosy heifer. Before we get into that, let's get into this. Nora pointed at her stomach. Who done got you pregnant? I know, she said in a bubbly tone and sparkling eyes. I've never been happier. Isabella ignored Nora's question about who the father was and offered her a drink. She handed Nora a Pepsi. So what brings you here? It's been a while, and last time I saw you, Red was chasing your ass out of Brooklyn. She chuckled. See, I don't like... I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't like Isabella. Because Isabella is one of those people... Hold on. Isabella is like one of those people that give backhanded compliments, you know, and real shady backhanded shit. Like with her saying, "Oh, last time I saw you was when Red was trying to chase you out of town." Girl, do you know I will knock you the fuck out right now? Do you know that? Okay. Nora grinned with narrowed eyes. I'm looking for Warren. And don't tell me you don't know where his trap is, because you know everything that goes on in Brooklyn. Oh, no. You know I don't like to get into other people's business. You was just asking her about Celine. You was just talking about how Red was running out of Brooklyn, but you don't like getting into other people's business? Okay, Isabella. I got a good job now, a good man, and I'm pregnant. I need to think about my child, and I can't have people coming after me. Nora pounded her fist on the table. Bella, don't bullshit me. I saw the white residue on your counter when I came in and the stack of money you pushed up in the corner. Were you thinking about your pregnancy then? That's a detective right there. Because how you peep all that? How did she peep all that? The cocaine on the counter, the money stuffed in the corner. That's a detective right there. Isabella stood up, stepping back from Nora. She pulled a wine glass from her cabinet. I don't want any parts in this, she muttered, avoiding eye contact while she poured red wine into a glass. Should you be drinking that? Nora asked. Silence. Listen, I don't want to get in the middle of this. No one will know. I just need an address and I will leave. Just pretend like I wasn't here. She took a sip of the wine. Maybe you should leave right now, because I don't know where he stay at, Isabella smirked. Nora raised from her seat and knocked the wine glass down and shoved the face-down pitcher on the ground. Bitch. Nora is a mess, because my thinking with Nora is like, you asking for help, but then you insulting this lady. Come on. Nora caught a glimpse of the pitcher through the broken glass and picked it up. She felt the volcano erupting inside her body. The pitcher crumbled in her hands. From her peripheral, she saw Isabel stiffen. Nora questioned her about the photo, but she didn't respond. Isabella's face turned pallid, and she focused her attention on the front door. Nora was distracted by the vibration of her phone, and Isabella made a run for it. Nora dashed after her, grabbed her by her neck, and shoved her up against the wall and put a gun to her temple and instructed her to speak. Okay. Después de que Warren fue a prison. English. Nora shoved the gun deeper. She put her hands up and shook her head swiftly. After Warren went to prison, I visited him. For the last few years, I've been in contact with him. Warren es mi papa del baby. Warren is your baby daddy? Nora questioned, making sure she understood what she said. Hey, she got a D, but she understood that though. She shook her head yes. Please, Mercy, I swear I won't tell him you were here. Think about my baby. Fuck your baby. Jesus. Help Nora. She needs the name of the Lord. She needs a hand on her soul. She said, fuck that kid. But not fuck her kids, okay? Where the hell are my kids? And you better think twice before you answer. She spoke, but it was hard for her to breathe with Nora's hand wrapped around her throat. With Nora's gun still pointed at her temple, she loosened her grip for Isabella to speak. I promise I don't know. I told him not to do it, but he don't listen to me. I swear, Nora, I don't know where he is keeping them. She glanced at her watch and pressed her gun further into Isabella's head. Por favor, I don't know. I don't know where they are, she screamed. She held her stomach as if she was in pain. Nora glanced at the money she had stuffed in the corner. Give me the money, all of it. She turned Isabella around. Her gun was now tangled in her hair. Yo, Nora don't learn. All of this started because you and Warren went to rob Mickey. Literally, this whole thing is because you took Warren to go rob Mickey. Why? Isabella chuckled. You're dumber than I remember. Warren is gonna kill your daughters and then kill you. He loves me, and if anything happens to me or this baby, you're as good as dead, punta. Nora dug the gun further into her head. Shut the hell up and put all the money in that duffel bag. She grinned as Isabella threw stacks of cash into the bag. Isabella held her hands up when she was finished. Get up and sit up against the heater. Nora handcuffed her to the heater. All this gold and they ass can't afford a central heater. I know that's right, because why y'all got a regular old heater that you could... What you call them heaters that they have in the PJs? Them little... Whatever. Them heaters. Where's Warren? Vete a la mera punta. Isabella spit in her face. Fuck you, bitch, she repeated so Nora understood her. Disgusted, Nora flipped the gun to its butt and clocked her in the head. Blood rushed down her white tee. Don't kill me, she pleaded. Where is he? Nora screamed. The blood continued to leak from her head, and Nora grabbed a fistful of her hair. 656 Polinsky Street, Bed-Stuy. Isabella mumbled the address to the trap house. She shoved her gun and kicked her in the stomach viciously. Please help. Nora slammed the door before she could finish her sentence. Bumbleclot. Oh no. Now Nora done drew the line there. Let me tell you something. I could have beef with you. I could argue with you. I could even put a gun to your head. But if you're pregnant, I am not gonna kick you. Nora, so that was the end of chapter 14. Nora is very impulsive. And that's really what I was thinking about. That's really the characteristic I wanted to give her. And the reason I gave her that is because she needs to learn how to calm down, be patient, wait until the right opportunity to do what you got to do. Because what happens now, you just went ahead, and who knows what's about to happen. Hopefully Isabella's okay. But you just went ahead and kicked this woman in her stomach, stole this man's money, basically damn near beat up his baby moms. If I was Warren, everybody dead. Everybody. Because how dare you? You know what I'm saying? But child, That was the end of chapter 13 and 14. Thank you for reading along with me. And if you cannot wait for the next video, my book is available on Amazon, Audible, my TikTok shop, and my website, all which will be available in my description. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and click that notification bell because there's more to come. Peace.